Welcome to Live Interactive English. My name is Winnie.
And my name is Matt.
And today we are talking about surprising shark facts, all about the ocean's greatest hunters, part 2. Which leads me to the question, Matt. Have you ever had shark fin soup?
Yeah, I had it once at a friend's wedding. It was maybe 13 years ago, but I was at a wedding in China, and it was one of the many dishes served at the wedding.
Did you enjoy it?
I don't know what the fin added, but it tasted like a soup. It wasn't that special of a soup.
And the soup was kind of just probably like chicken broth, right?
It tasted like chicken broth, yes.
Well, you passed the test, Matt.
Okay.
I was just going to say that if you did enjoy shark fin soup, I would have had to yell at you, but you are bringing up a very interesting thing about shark fin soup, which is shark fin itself doesn't really have a taste. It's more of a textural thing.
Oh, okay.
Right? But a lot of Asian countries, they eat a lot of shark fin soup because it's a sign of prosperity. It is a celebratory thing.
Right.
But a lot of people, they don't understand how shark fins, are obtained. A lot of people eat the shark fin and then they don't eat the rest of the shark.
Oh, right. And I guess if you're serving shark fin soup, you need like a lot of fins to serve a whole wedding of people.
Right,
so
exactly.
A lot of sharks that have been sacrificed for that food.
There are some countries that do eat the rest of the shark, but because the shark fin soup industry is becoming, or has always been very popular, that means there's a demand for a lot of shark fins. But a lot of these fishermen, they cut off the fins, and what do they do with the rest of the shark? They actually just throw them back into the ocean. But the horrible thing is these sharks are still alive, and they're actually alive for many, many days, even after their fins are cut off. But eventually they lose all of their blood and they die.
That is pretty terrible.
Yeah.
Right? Well, especially for such an impressive creature, as we've already learned some facts about what makes them so interesting and cool. And we're going to learn some more about sharks when we get into part 2 after this.
Breathing techniques. Some sharks have to keep swimming to survive. Swimming allows them to move water over their gills so that they can breathe. If they stop moving, they'll die. Other kinds of sharks have special muscles to pump water over their gills so they can breathe while at rest. Built-in toothpaste. Shark teeth are covered in fluoride. Fluoride is often used in toothpaste as it helps keep teeth strong and clean. This quality is especially useful for sharks as there are no dentists in the ocean.
Hi there. Today we're looking at part 2 of surprising shark facts, all about the ocean's greatest hunters. So last time we looked at part 1 and we learned some interesting facts like that sharks have no bones. They have something similar called cartilage, which makes up their bone structure or their skeleton. The next thing we learned is that they have teeth for life. So a shark can have 50,000 teeth over their lifetime, and they are always replacing them.
Yeah.
And the last thing we learned is that sharks have sandpaper skin. So they have skin that is very rough and that allows them to move more efficiently through the water.
Right. They probably don't feel the same as like a dolphin, huh? Yeah. Okay, well, continuing on with today's article, we have breathing techniques. Okay, some sharks have to keep swimming to survive. Swimming allows them to move water over their gills so that they can breathe. And of course, gills are these slots that you'll often see in most sharks, if not all of them. And that is kind of like, for us, we have nostrils. We have these holes in our nose. They have gills, and that's kind of like their form of breathing, right? That's how they get air in, oxygen in, not air.
Yeah, so that, as you mentioned, is how they breathe. So breathe is a verb, meaning how you get air in and out of the body. So as we think of with people, you can breathe in by taking air into your lungs, And then breathe out by letting the air out of your lungs. And when you do that, you are taking a breath, which is slightly different from breathe, and breath being the noun form.
Yes.
So another example, when you climb a mountain, it can be difficult to breathe.
That's true. That's true.
Continuing on, if they stop moving, they'll die.
Wow.
Imagine that. It's like you have to keep moving
Exercising.
all the time. No time for a break.
Yeah.
Or else you're going to die.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Other kinds of sharks have special muscles to pump water over their gills so they can breathe while at rest.
So they're an upgraded version of a shark.
Right, so there's some even more special sharks that don't need to move all the time and they can sleep, but I guess part of them is always moving because they still have to do this action to move things over, to move water over their gills.
Yeah. Okay, that's very impressive. But we also have this word, muscle, our noun, and it is the type of tissue that helps produce movement. So we all have muscles, right? So when we're doing any form of movement, that is our muscle controlling it by pulling or pushing. Okay, so for example, you could say, I think I pulled a muscle when I was playing golf. And when we say pulled, we're actually talking about kind of like an injury. It's by accident that you pull a muscle. That means you've overused your muscle.
Okay, another word there is pump. We said the sharks use this muscle to pump water over their gills. So to pump means to use pressure to move water or air from one place to another. So you might think of pumping up your bicycle tire. You need to use a thing which is called a pump to pump up your tire to move the air into the tire of the bicycle. Another example is the men pumped water into the empty swimming pool.
Right, so these sharks have a built-in pump for them so that they don't have to, swim in their sleep.
That's right, and they don't just have a built-in pump, because they also have built-in toothpaste.
Whoa! Okay, well, I mean, with that many teeth.
Wow, yeah. Well, but if you can just get them replaced. I mean, if my teeth
were
constantly being replaced, I just wouldn't brush them ever.
Yeah, because the tooth fairy blesses you.
That's right.
Yeah.
Shark teeth are covered in fluoride. Fluoride is often used in toothpaste as it helps keep teeth strong and clean. This quality is especially useful for sharks as there are no dentists in the ocean.
Exactly. Sorry, Dr. Sharks, but we don't need you.
Okay, they just don't need dentists because they're constantly brushing their many teeth and keeping them clean, which is interesting because I've only heard that sharks have this toothpaste. I wonder how other animals keep their teeth clean because there's not many dentists for most animals.
But there are not a lot of species in the ocean that have 50,000 teeth kind of, just going in and out throughout their lifetime. I feel like because a lot of fish, they maybe have like one row of teeth, maybe two, but sharks, they're just all teeth.
All teeth, all right. Well, that's some more interesting facts about shark. We still have a few more to come when we come back after the break.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。我们今天要继续来看一些跟鲨鱼有关的惊人的有趣事实。课文提到，有些鲨鱼必须持续游泳才能生存，游泳会让水流过鳃，那这样它们才能呼吸。如果它们停止移动，那就会死亡。而其他种类的鲨鱼有特殊的肌肉，可以把水抽送过鳃，因此它们在休息的时候也可以呼吸。Winnie 老师开玩笑说，这些是升级版的鲨鱼。他说到upgraded version。那我们补充一下 upgrade U-P-G-R-A-D-E 这个动词它表示升级更新。那么 version 这个字 V-E-R-S-I-O-N 它表示版本或是变化形式。再来看单字 breathe 这个动词表示呼吸 muscle 是肌肉。那么 pump 当动词，它可以表达抽送，或是把像是液体啊、气体等等抽送到什么什么。那补充一下 gill 这个字 G-I-L-L 它就表示鳃，像是鱼等等水生动物它们的鳃。Winnie 老师在解释这个字时，他则有提到人的鼻孔叫做 nostril N-O-S-T-R-I-L 好，那么课文接着提到鲨鱼的牙齿上有覆盖着氟化物，氟化物常用在牙膏里，那这是有助于保持牙齿的坚固和清洁，所以鲨鱼的牙齿其实有内建牙膏哦。那文中用到 built in 就是形容内建的。那这边一个重点，我们进入文法时间。这边我们来学习 if 引导条件句，那可以用来表示可能发生的情况。在指未来情况时 if 子句的动词要用现在式代替未来式。我们看它的句型是 if 主词加动词逗号，主词加上 will、may 或是 can， 再加上原形动词。例如 if it doesn't rain tonight, we will go to the night market. 如果今晚没下雨，我们会去逛夜市。那么主要子句其实还可以用到祈使句，所以句型会是 if 主词加动词逗号祈使句。例如 if you have any questions, just give me a call. 如果你有任何问题，就打电话给我。这话课文中。
Clever hunters. Sharks hunt in clever ways. Some sharks use their tails like a whip to stun and kill their prey. Others have been known to approach their prey while the sun is behind them. This ensures that the hunted animal does not see them coming. Not the bad guys. Though movies like Jaws have caused many to fear them, sharks rarely attack people. In fact, most shark attacks happen only because sharks mistake humans for their usual food. While sharks may be scary, they're truly special animals. Learning about them can help show us just how amazing nature can be.
Welcome back. Before the break, we learned a couple more things about sharks. We learned that most sharks need to move in order to breathe.
Yeah.
And another thing we learned is that sharks have built-in toothpaste because they have fluoride on their teeth. And that helps them keep their teeth clean.
All 50,000 of them. Okay, let's continue on. Clever hunters. Sharks hunt in clever ways. Some sharks use their tails like a whip to stun and kill their prey. And of course, a whip is a tool that is used for beating or hitting. And that is our noun, a whip. But that is also a verb, to whip something. So, for example, Tex used his whip on his horse to make it run faster. Of course, this scares the horse, but it gets the job done. And so they use their tails to whip their prey, to stun them. And to stun someone means to kind of shock them a little bit so that they're kind of confused. And when their prey is confused, then that means they're kind of distracted. And that's when sharks kind of go in for the kill.
Scary.
Yeah. So I wouldn't want to be their prey, which is?
Well, the prey is the animal that gets eaten. So
Hunted,
there's
yeah.
predator and prey. And the predator hunts the prey.
Yeah, so I wouldn't want to be the prey of a shark.
Of course not.
No.
Others have been known to approach their prey while the sun is behind them.
Oh.
This ensures that the hunted animal does not see them coming.
How sneaky.
Okay, so that way they're, I think they're hidden from the animal. This ensures or makes certain or makes sure of that their hunted animal or prey doesn't see them coming.
Right. Wow. They really are clever, huh? Okay. So we have the rest of the article, which is not the bad guys. Okay. Of course, bad guys, we often think of like villains, right? A lot of superhero movies, there's always a bad guy.
There's bad guys and good guys.
Yeah. Okay. So though movies like Jaws have caused many to fear them, sharks rarely attack people. In fact, most shark attacks happen only because sharks mistake humans for their usual food. And we kind of touched on this last episode where we were talking about how a lot of surfers, the only times they get attacked is because from, under the water, we sure look like seals on top of a board.
Yeah. Your round body and some small, arms off the side, that looks like a seal.
Right, okay.
While sharks may be scary, they're truly special animals. Learning about them can help show us just how amazing nature can be.
Yes. I think I love, sharks because they can be scary and they can be a little bit frightening, but they're actually just puppies of the sea.
Puppies of the sea.
Puppies that you can't touch.
I don't think you should be petting them.
No.
Especially if their skin is like sandpaper.
That's true. LIVEABC does not condone the petting of sharks, by the way.
All right, so scary. So we think of sharks. A lot of people think of sharks as being scary.
Yeah.
Scary is an adjective meaning causing a feeling of fear or fright or just making you uncomfortable and want to get away from something usually.
Yes.
So you might think of like a haunted house as being scary. Ghosts are scary. Things that scare you are scary.
Right.
So another example, I find Jill's house scary. I'm glad I don't live there.
Oh, I wonder what's in there. Okay. So, do you find sharks scary? If not, what animals do frighten you?
I am scared of sharks due to their massive teeth and people-eating habits.
Mistaken people-eating habits.
I also just think when you're in the sea, you're already out of your natural comfort zone. Humans aren't that good at swimming already.
True.
And then you're in the sea and you can't see very well.
That's true.
In the ocean, in the water, because we don't have special eyes for that. You can't even see what's coming below you.
That's true.
And, it makes me not want to go in the ocean ever again.
Listen, this might shock you. Even though sharks are my favorite animals, I'm scared of them too. But I think that's kind of as it should be, right?
Yeah. I don't think we need to respect sharks because they're powerful creatures.
Yes.
And we just leave them alone and really, when we're in the water surfing, we're kind of intruding on their territory.
That is true. That's their house. And we're just going in.
Yeah.
Well, I hope everyone has learned a thing or two about sharks. And let's also remember to respect them and the beaches they live in. Until next time, we'll see you later, shark lovers. Bye.
好，下一个小标题是聪明的捕猎者。鲨鱼会用聪明的方式捕猎，那有些鲨鱼呢会用尾巴像鞭子一样击昏，然后杀死猎物。有些则会趁太阳在它们后方的时候来接近猎物，这样一来，被猎杀的动物就看不到它们正在接近。好 ，whip 这个字当名词表示鞭子，那它也可以当动词来表达鞭笞、抽打的意思。再来看到 prey。Prey 是猎物、捕食对象。那相反的，我们可以用到 predator 这个字来表达掠食者、掠食性动物。好，课文提到说，像大白鲨这样的电影呢，会让许多人对鲨鱼感到害怕。可是它们其实很少攻击人，大多数鲨鱼攻击事件的发生，只是因为它们误以为人类是它们平常的食物。那虽然鲨鱼可能很可怕，但它们其实不是坏蛋。我们试着了解这些特别的动物，就可以帮助我们见识大自然是多么的神奇。Winnie 老师刚刚用到一个字是 villain，V-I-L-L-A-I-N。Villain 可以指反派角色、坏人或是恶棍的意思。那么单字 scary 是形容可怕的、恐怖的。那这边两个重点，我们进入文法时间。好，我们来看第一个重点是感官动词，包括 see 看见、hear 听到、notice 注意到、feel 感觉到等等。那我们以下介绍两个常见用法。首先第一个用法是感官动词加受词加原形动词，这是强调事实或过程。例如 They didn't notice her leave the room， 他们没注意到她离开房间。另一个用法是感官动词加受词加现在分词 VING， 这强调说动作正在进行。例如 He heard someone yelling his name， 他听到有人在喊他的名字。看第二个重点是 mistake somebody 或是 something for 加上名词，这表示把什么什么误认为什么，把什么什么错当成什么。mistake 在这边是当动词，那注意它的三态是 mistake、mistook、mistaken。举例来说 The teacher mistook her for her twin sister。那位老师把她误认成她的双胞胎妹妹了。好，那么以上的讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
Breathing techniques. Some sharks have to keep swimming to survive. Swimming allows them to move water over their gills so that they can breathe. If they stop moving, they'll die. Other kinds of sharks have special muscles to pump water over their gills so they can breathe while at rest. Built-in toothpaste. Shark teeth are covered in fluoride. Fluoride is often used in toothpaste as it helps keep teeth strong and clean. This quality is especially useful for sharks as there are no dentists in the ocean. Clever hunters. Sharks hunt in clever ways. Some sharks use their tails like a whip to stun and kill their prey. Others have been known to approach their prey while the sun is behind them. This ensures that the hunted animal does not see them coming. Not the bad guys. Though movies like Jaws have caused many to fear them, sharks rarely attack people. In fact, most shark attacks happen only because sharks mistake humans for their usual food. While sharks may be scary, they're truly special animals. Learning about them can help show us just how amazing nature can be.
Hey, it's Kiwi on the street.
I'm Kiki.
And I'm Winnie.
Oh, by the way, Winnie, don't forget, Sunday's party is BYOB.
Biob?
No, bring your own bottle so you can fill it up with water and reuse it.
Well, now that is a great abbreviation. Okay, everyone, let's work on some abbreviations. Our first one is WDYT.
What do you think?
Oh, very good. What do you think? What do you think W is?
What?
Okay.
What do you think? What do you mean?
What do you
Think.
Yes, very good.
What do you? I don't know.
What do you
What do you think?
What do you think? Very good. Okay, how about this one? DM.
Direct message. Direct message.
Direct message?
Like exactly from me to you.
Direct.
Yes!
Direct message.
Direct
Oh,
message. Okay, you have 2 so far. Let's see if you have 3 for 3. TBD.
TBD.
There are multiple answers for this, so you just say what you think it is.
It hasn't happened yet.
TBD. I don't know. To be do.
To be determined.
Very good. And there are some other options, but that is the one we're looking for as well. So, what did we learn today?
Let's work on today's abbreviations. The first one is WDYT. What do you think? What do you think? So you could use it like, what do you think about the new Barbie movie? Next, we have DM, direct message. Direct message. So for example, you could say, she sent me a direct message on Instagram. Last but not least, we have TBD. So this one has a lot of different versions. We have to be determined, to be determined. We also have to be decided, to be decided. And also we have to be discussed, to be discussed. So for example, the wedding date is still to be determined. That's all we have for today. Kiwi later.